many hands, can I ask you, why didn't you not put your hand up?
I'm not sure the guy will buy or not.
It's scary, isn't it?
It's scary, yeah.
It's scary to think to have more than 5 properties, right?
That's right.
How many of you at the moment in the room have more than 5 properties? Come on, John Brummer. You're the only testimony I've got. How many properties you got now? You should be in every seminar that we do. 7, 6? 6. So, going back to when you met me about 3 years ago, did you ever think you're going to have more than 6 properties one day? No? So, it's scary, right? Sometimes we don't think about these things. You know, I never thought I'm going to have more than 5 properties in my portfolio. A lot of you who are here today, and I've worked with Ashish over the last 10 years, since Harvey Norman days. He's run big businesses. He was one of the largest wholesaler importers of furniture for Harvey Norman, and now he's a leading Medibank associate. So I've got a lot of respect for the hard work we all put in, long hours we do, and there's always that conversation you have when people used to come to me when I had a Harvey Norman franchise. There's conversations about, oh, so how's life going, and how's the holiday trips going, when you're getting married, when you're going to have kids. Not really often you talk about properties, am I right? Very rarely you have people coming in and saying, hey mate, how's your next property going when you're making that purchase, right? It's a scary thought, is that right? You guys are in accounting, how often people come in and say, I want to buy 3 properties by the end of next year. You don't do that, right? Very rarely. So my belief is all in the mind, in your mindset. When you really have a goal that you want to have more than 5 properties locked up, when the day you decide that you're going to do that, all you need is a company you can trust. You need a company who can look after your entire portfolio. And then we make it happen. Why? Because we educate you on the step-by-step journey. We make sure your property rent is going to cover your mortgage. You're not going to be out of your pocket. You're not going to change your lifestyle, right? So there's always exit strategies too. You can dispose of the property. Now, a lot of clients are selling the properties. So we just list it on realestate.com. We go out and sell it for you. So we kind of hold your hand for the entire journey. But all I can say is, using the portal, which I've just shown you guys, using the services model that we've generated, and using the software that we've designed for us to be able to manage your journey, buying more than 5 properties is not hard at all. Absolutely not. And for those who've done it, and for those who are in the process of doing it, you look back and say, I was very, very blessed that I end up being a part of the PAIG program. And mind you, I'm not the only person doing that out there. There's about over 30 companies. I'm sure Sam's been through a lot of property companies who have similar kind of programs that we do. So there's a lot of companies out there, there's a lot of people out there who are actually doing this. Right? So there's nothing to be worried about. Obviously, you need to make an informed decision. So the informed decision that we have to make is what we're going to go through today. So I would like to thank, first of all, everybody for being here today on a Saturday. So today's going to be a nice learning curve. Apart from what I've just shown you, now we're going to talk about Brisbane market, and I'd like to introduce you Tessa, who's one of our biggest partners. Sam's come all the way from Brisbane, so he's got some really important things that I would like you to understand. And if you have any questions after he's finished with his presentation, we can have like a question round, and in between again you can ask questions. So Tessa, Sam, thank you so much.
Guys, firstly, thanks for coming. It's really good to have you all here on a Saturday. I'm sure there's probably a million other places you'd rather be right now than in this boardroom. I'm just coming to the silly season sort of end of the year. Guys, obviously Karan and the team have put this all together to obviously assist you guys, not only to educate you, but to also help you, from the very start of your investment portfolio right up to, continuation of that journey. And it's very important coming forward, especially in the property market and the way it is at the moment. And there's a lot of different decisions and a lot of different things you've got to make your mind about. And these guys here definitely do that job. They're an end-to-end asset for you guys, and they definitely help with a lot of things along the way. So it's a credit to Karan and the team with what they're doing here. And we definitely, since about over a year ago, since we've been a part of what they do, and we've been very blessed and thankful to be part of the team. So credit to you, mate, and the team. Guys, so I guess with what I want to come here and talk about, first things first, is obviously the Brisbane market, what's happening at the moment, where it's going to be moving forward, but also more importantly about what we're doing as a development company, what our main focus is, where we see our company going for the next 5-10 years, and obviously going a bit more in depth detail about that. Along the speech as well, guys, I think it'd be great if you guys can just keep in the back of your head, what does an investment portfolio look like to you? What's important to you? Is it the price point? Is it the location? Is it the infrastructure? Just keep that in the back of your head through the end of the talk, and just go through that, and it'll make more sense at the end as to why I asked that question. Guys, so firstly, Tessa Developments, basically a Brisbane-based developer with over 30 years experience. The two directors of the company, Brendan Tutt and Kurt Swinson, started Tessa Group, is basically the banner of which the company falls under for developments. Brendan basically started from Metro Development, so he was working very closely with the developers there for Metro, and he was groomed to become the next managing director of that company. He saw an opportunity to basically attain a certain amount of management rights across the board, to which he did, and he used that as a cash flow opportunity to start Tessa Developments. So with Tessa Group starting off in basically 3 years ago, a whole different bunch of arms opened up within the business. So Tessa Build, Tessa Developments, Tessa Management, and Tessa Residential. I've written them up on the board just over there with a couple of little facts about each arm of the company. So I guess firstly, Tessa Build's arm to our business is basically house and land packages. So we do house and land packages roughly 15 to 20 kilometres out from the Brisbane CBD. Price points vary from $300 up to $650,000. We've been doing that pretty much since day one. We've got a couple of partners in that part of the arm of the company as well, and we've seen great success in that moving forward. On to the next one, Tessa Management, which was basically the foundations of the company in which Tessa Group started. We started with just under 300 management rights, and over the 3 years that the company's been together, we've been able to actually grow that up to 4,000 management rights in the space of 3 years. Now, you might be going, well, that's a pretty significant number. How do you guys manage that, and how did you guys grow that to what it is? I guess a very important thing for Tessa, we started off with 30 employees in the company across the board, and within 3 years we grew that to just over about 130. We've got over 10 offices around Brisbane, stretching from the CBD up to 20 kilometres out. The good thing about Tessa Developments for us is we don't like to basically grow our team too big. We like to keep it fairly small and tight, which is what Karan does here with the PAIG team. We are running across the board around 1% vacancy rate, which basically does tie into the development arm of our business, which definitely allows us to give guarantees for all of our projects across the board. So if you're sitting there wondering, well, do we do that? Yes, we do. So every project that we develop, design and build comes with a guarantee. Obviously it varies from project to project, but I'll go into that a bit more in depth detail in that as well. Tessa Residential, for us, so we started with 2 offices, one in the city and then one out in Toowong. We grew that up to 10 offices over the space of 3 years, and that's basically a residential arm that we use to sell pre-established property as well as grow the rental side of things for us as well. Moving on to the development side of the business. So